Beloved viewers everywhere, so good to be back, so much to cover as always. So the Epstein stuff rolls on. The autopsy came back. As you know, with all of us readers, it's the one topic we've had the most divergence on. Everyone has a different take on it. I am in the assisted suicide category, so even I don't believe the suicide conclusion. Crazy stuff. And the sighting of Ghislaine Maxwell in LA. Sorry, I actually don't believe it. And there are several reasons for that. One is, if he had false passports, she had false passports. She's also a Europhile. She grew up in the UK and Europe and much more at home there. And in a burger chain or something, I don't think Giselle, what's the name? Not Giselle, Ghislaine Maxwell has ever been in a burger restaurant in her entire life. I mean, wouldn't you order takeout if you were the most wanted woman in America? I mean, none of it makes sense. I think it was someone who looked like her, and the woman apparently said, oh, well, I won't eat here again, making a little joke. I think she looks like Ghislaine, and I don't think that story's got legs. Sorry, I don't think for 1 minute she was spotted. But that's just me talking, and I can't be bothered looking. So that's how I feel about that issue. I've got to tell you about my coffee this morning, intrepid viewers. I ambled off down the road to my local cafe, ordered the coffee, and I heard this broad, loud American accent, and there was a guy in a MAGA hat. Oh, in my street. You're not even safe on the other side of the world. Shocked. Intrepid viewers, I was shocked. And as I was standing there ordering my coffee, the thought struck me. I'm in Sydney at the moment, and Sydney has its own MAGA organisation long before Trump, which was Middle-Aged Gays Association. And it's an organisation that does advocacy for people around housing and social security in the older gay community. And it just struck me. So I had my coffee, and then I went up to him and said, Sir, I like your hat. Thanks for supporting the Middle-Aged Gay Association of Australia. They do such good work. Have a nice day. And walked off. The look on his face was priceless. And you know what? I bet he doesn't wear that hat again while he's in Australia. He probably thinks there's some giant organisation. I had to share that with you. Now, people are now queuing up who once supported Trump to say, big mistake. You had the mooch. Too late. But look, it doesn't hurt. He's just milking it for all he can, get out of it. But Joe Walsh from the Tea Party, it's really important these arch conservatives start criticising him. And he described, well, he apologised for voting for an incompetent con man. Things are moving, not fast enough, you might say, but they're moving. So today I wanted to look at, is Fox shifting on its position as Trump media? So I read on this before, but it was 6 months ago or whenever. So let's have a look. Is there any movement at Fox? He'll be sunk without Fox. Okay, let's have a look. Come on down. Might do a slightly larger than normal spread on this because it's important. Right. Okay. Now what's happening here? In the middle, the Three of Wands, This is business and commerce and international trade. I think Murdoch is beginning to realise he's not the cash cow, Trump I mean, that he was. He's looking out and away. I'm not saying he's completely pulled the plug, but he is thinking about pulling away. What is the card that is over that, the challenge? He's waiting. This is Murdoch playing the waiting game here in the cross card. Behind that, what is behind this issue? It was a money spinner. This is the card of the mercenary. There's no one more mercenary than Rupert Murdoch. So this is his little card. This is Murdoch stuff here, right? So this is the money he's made from Trump, but he's reassessing. Here's Trump. He's popped in as the emperor underneath. So Murdoch is evaluating how much he can still extract from the emperor. At this stage, at this point in time, I think they're going to sort of hang in by him for a while yet. That might change in 2020 as more contenders emerge and the political landscape changes. But at this point, he's thinking about it and probably still going to hang on. Because, first, mini digression, Fox operates on two levels. It is Fox Entertainment, and they only have a couple of journos, and they're buried in the nighttime slots. They're doing quite a good job, Chris Wallace and Shep Smith, or whoever they are. So I think that's how Murdoch is fudging at the moment. He could say to people, look, we don't just suck up to Trump. Have you seen this thing that Shepard Smith did, or whatever? He's playing that game. He doesn't believe it, but he doesn't have to. Okay. How does Fox News see itself? Well, it's back to Leave It to Beaver and Happy Days, isn't it? It's playing to literally white men over 50, etc., trading on their youth and back in the day when they had jobs. Fox is getting a bit more sensitive, though. It's having to fight everyone off. This is the criticisms coming at it, and at this point I don't think this is Murdoch as such. I think this is the station hierarchy, or whoever replaced Roger Ailes at Fox, having to fight off the criticism. They are also they're also starting to lose momentum with this. So now I'm going to do a little mini reading while I'm shuffling. I'll just chat here to you viewers on the Fox polls, which are very interesting. Now, while I'm shuffling, two things. We'll have to wait for a few weeks because Dave from Moonride has gone to Japan. And so we can't do our competition. Well, we could, but we're not tech savvy enough to do the competition on the best nickname for Trump. Thank you for all your suggestions. They are being noted. And the other thing is I will be connecting up with Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. So we'll do a Revealing Light Down Under type joint Australian aunties segment for you. But we're both super busy at the moment with family commitments, so we'll get back to you. I'll give you some lead in for that. Be really interesting. She does great work. So here we go, back at the coal face. The Fox polls are slipping. So what's the question? Trump's reaction to the polls. What's Trump's reaction to the polls? Trump's reaction to the polls. The Tower. Can you see it? Where's my camera? The Tower. Queen of Wands. New leader. Whoa. Money laundering, compromise. Celebration, sword of truth. Sorry about the muttering. Very esoteric, the muttering. Bang, crash, wallop, on top, the Tower. He is, what's the word, apoplectic? It's like he's going to explode, personally. Along with, mini digression too, Bill Barr. His health is not good. But this is sending Trump into a frenzy. Queen of Wands here, I think this is an older woman trying to calm him down. It's not Melania. It might be Ivana, Mother of Dragons. She still has first wife status. She would still be there. She doesn't want her children to spend the rest of their lives in jail. She's keeping a very close eye on everything. She is trying to keep him calm. A new leader. Who is this? Now, this could be, this is someone who speaks for the king. It just occurred to me. The replacement for Sarah Huckabee Sanders, you know, who's some 12-year-old they've got from Fox News or something. Could it be that? I can't even commit a name to memory. She won't be able to handle the pressure. She'll probably be gone by Christmas. But this is a new spokesperson for him. It's not her. This is a new spokesperson. He realises he's got a PR crisis, right? So, yeah. He's being advised, even by his ill-equipped team, and that team was described during the week as the dream team of incompetence. He surrounds himself with people who say things he wants to hear, and that is not always your best advice. Even they are saying you have to compromise somewhere, somehow, a little bit to make ground. You know, you're losing ground. He doesn't want to hear. This is the Four of Wands, diminished celebration. So he still gets his highs, apart from Adderall, by the rallies, right? But I'm even wondering about those. Apparently at the New Hampshire rally, his new line is, you have to vote for me. I'm sorry. Last time I looked, most people in the free world don't want to be told by any politician, good, bad or ugly, they have to vote for you. Ooh, the losing message, if ever there was one. So in terms of the polls, truth wins out in the end. Now, we'll all have to work very hard at staying sane, staying calm, as this all rolls on. Some people have said they think he'll be gone August, September, October. I don't. Would so love to be wrong. I see him going into next year, but I don't see him at the end of next year. So what all that was about is, this is the sword of victory, but it's actually skewering the crown on some level, and it's also the wreaths of victory are wilted. So it's like he's becoming exposed for the demigod that he thinks he is. The storm clouds, this is a Hand of God card. He set himself up as a demigod. He's setting himself up in a way where he can't now, 2.5 years in, he can't hide like he used to. He will, of course, say the economy was brilliant when they let him do everything, and now it's someone else's fault. But I think anyone over the age of 6th grade or something would be able to work it out. It's only the diehards, or as we say in Australia, the true believers, who refuse to let a fact get in the way. So he's losing the gloss. He's losing the momentum. This is not to say the numbers are going to fall through the floor. That will come after further financial wrangling. So we'll see, but definitely the gloss has worn off. Okay, guys, I'll be in touch really soon. Sorry about the last video. Apparently you couldn't see it, the one on Bill Barr, part 1. You couldn't see it on phones. You could see it on a desktop. So if you're a totally committed viewer, go back when you've got access to a computer and check it out. Thanks for letting me know, but these videos take 7 or 8 hours to load, and I just have not had a 7 or 8 hour run free to reload it. So I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Big love from down under. Ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao.